Hi everyone, welcome back. Yes, for those jewelry making crafters that subscribe to my channel or someone that just happened to click by, it's official. I'm about my business today. No, just joking. I just wanted to make sure that I was going to come out and make a proper piece of jewelry today, and we're just going to go ahead and get started. I have a random assortment of things in my lap that I want to unload and put in here. So let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be making something sea themed, of course, and I am going to be making one bracelet for myself. I just want to come on here. I usually shop the clearance, and this comes from Hobby Lobby. So mostly everything you're going to see is a Hobby Lobby packet, except for this. I don't remember where I got this from. I think I got it from either Michael's, because I know that they sell bead landing, or Michael's. I think it's Michael's. So I just have that in case I need to use that. I got these little turtle charms, Hobby Lobby. This anchor from Hobby Lobby. And Mom's Crate sent me a lot of beautiful jewelry charm findings, either at the end of last year or the beginning of this year, and I put those aside because I want to make something special for myself. And here I am buying some of the same stuff that she sent me, but I will still make it. And this right here, and this right here, which is seahorses. And these seahorses have a starfish connected to their tail. And these are all different color pieces, so that's going to be very cool and interesting. And then I'm going to use these beads because I love these. These remind me kind of Poe from Kung Fu Panda, when I think it's Kung Fu Panda 3, when he gets in there and he starts making all those designs with his hands, and he's the actual dragon and he's inside the dragon. And I just thought that this would be good to go with this. And so what I'm going to do now is just put these aside. And I'm actually going to make a chain bracelet using chain versus the thin wire, you know, the thin wire that you can make jewelry with. And I have this because I've looked at a few tutorials in the past, and they say you need to get this Beadalon monofilament, which in my opinion is fishing hook, but I mean fishing line. So let me go ahead and pull out the rest of my tools and we will get started. Okay, so firstly, I'm just going to put this stuff to the side and discuss something with you all very, very quickly. Whenever you're making your jewelry, you want to decide on how big you want it to be. So you see all these lines are very different. This is for a larger necklace, and these are all, in my opinion, all necklace placements. But I did tell you I was going to show, put this out. And so you see right here it says 0, and then it goes up to 21, and then this side goes up to 14, 15, 16, 17. So you can make a 17-inch necklace if you chose, or bigger. And the reason why these sizes are here is just so you can symmetrically place your jewelry on. And I usually use the middle, down the middle, as my focal point. But if I want to be real funky or jazzy, I'll put something on the side. Like say if I say, okay, I'm going to make a 10-inch necklace, then, and I want my focal point to be at 8 or whatever, then I'll use 8, only because you want it to be off on the side. You really don't want it to be in the middle all the time. And so since it's going to be a charm bracelet, I was just trying to decide on what chain I thought would be best, because as you all know, last time I tried to do a charm bracelet, yes, it was a bracelet for my little roommate's teacher. The last time I did that, I made it where you couldn't fit this in. So this is going to be perfect. It's going to fit perfectly. And since it's for my wrist, I like for my charm bracelets, or my bracelets when I make them, to fit fairly snug. And I always put like an extra jump ring on there, so I don't want it to be too loose. And this is fine. It can slide up your arm if you like. So I like for it to be this. And I want to say my wrist is about probably 6 inches total. So let's see. So it's a little bit bigger or more. It's a little bit looser, and it says 7.5. So I want to just verify that once more to make sure I didn't add anything besides chunkiness, my own chunkiness to this bracelet. And I did. As you can see, I've added some extra. So I'm going to go ahead and go from 0. I'm going to start at 7, and that will be my end point. And then I'm going to go to 0 and make sure it's laying flat, and all the excess I'm going to just take off. And the only reason why I'm going to take off that excess is because I am going to be adding some extra pieces at the end, so I don't really need all of that extra the extra metal. And I am frugal when it comes to some things, so I used to cut these off, but now that I've learned a few things from reading and YouTube, I don't cut it anymore. I just take them apart by bending it, or not bending, but pulling it apart, just like that. So you can twist it off. And I tend to have issues sometimes because I feel like my right hand is a little bit stronger than my left, but I'm quite sure it was this piece of equipment I was using and not really my hand and hand strength. So now here comes the hard part. You all will not see me complete this bracelet only because I'm at 7 minutes and my phone is telling me that I only have 43 minutes of recording time left, and that's because I haven't dumped any data since about 5 or 6 days ago. And when you make a video every day, it can be rough. So what we're going to do is we're going to make enough for you all to see, and I may make this a 2-part, or I may make this crater in part of the video. So I don't need this chain right now, so I'm just going to throw that to the side. I'm going to pull out a few of my eye pins, and it's no rhyme or reason how I set mine up. Usually when I'm making a real necklace or a real bracelet with the wire, I do put everything out because it just looks better and it's more appealing and pleasing to the eye. And since I'm going to be using a nautical theme for myself, I've already pulled out the charms that I want. I usually use my wire cutters to clip that string, only because I just do it. And then I've gotten this little bag from Walmart, the dollar section. So if you are just starting out and you want to make some jewelry, there are very inexpensive ways to do it. I believe that the Dollar Tree currently has bracelets on sale for $1. So if you really want to, you could probably spend about $5 on some bracelets, $2 or $3 at Walmart on some other things, and you could take the bracelets apart and make your own if you chose to do that. But I think that Walmart really does have a good selection of inexpensive products for you to create some jewelry with. Okay, since my bracelet is going to be about 7.5 inches at the end once it's finished, I am going to probably put a focal point at every 1/2 inch. So to be a focal point is a charm in this instance. So I'm going to put a charm here, a charm here, a charm here. Excuse me, one here, one, yes, at every inch, not 1/2 inch. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. And at the 0 to be the clasp, so I need 7, and I have 4. So I'm going to have to figure out, not right now, but later on, what piece I want to repeat. And that's not going to be a major issue because it's all something cute that I like. But I am going to go ahead and start and see, these are the dollar beads, and they look really nice. As you all know, my favorite color, one of my favorite colors is blue, so that's probably why I picked that little dollar pack out. And when I bought it, I was like, you know, you probably have these beads already. You don't really need another set of beads, which is true. We always, as crafters, say, I'm going to use all of my stuff before I go buy new stuff. And then somehow we are influenced to go out and buy more stuff, which is just a crafty world. Someone sent me a link. I want to say it was on Instagram. And they were talking about how people view consumers, especially women, that we just spend money when we don't need it. So just keep in mind, these are glass, so you don't want to use too many. And I just want to have an equal amount, even though it's going to be an odd number. It's going to be 7 charms. I want to have an equal amount, so I'm going to do 14 probably. And with 14, I think that would be really nice. So I'll probably just do 7 of these because I don't want my wrist to do weights, you know, working out. And I'll probably do 14 of these because I am going to incorporate some of these small, tiny seed beads if they fit on here. And sometimes when you buy products like this, hole is so small, I'm not going to even bring it up to the camera for you to see, that it could be a struggle to put on. So this is cute. I will not be putting this on there because it defeats the purpose in my opinion. So you just got to keep that in mind. And I'm going to make about probably 21 or so different types of charms. But I do want to have a green ball on there. And let me make sure I'm in a frame. I'm having some back pain and hip pain today, which has caused me to take some medication. And whenever I take the pain medicine that I take, it makes me a little bit drowsy and lethargic at the same time. Like drowsy is kind of like, ooh, but lethargic, in my opinion, makes you super tired where you can't really function. And I don't know if I like this combo, but we're going to stick with it. Again, it is for me, so if I don't like it, I don't have to wear it. But I probably will wear it just because I made it. And I'm going to make some earrings as well. So maybe, you know, I'll do a live for this, and you won't see the live. The live will probably be, if I do a crater. I don't know why I keep saying a live. If I do a crater, then you won't see the part 1 of this video until the end of August. So I may not do a crater for this one. I may do just a 2-part. I may upload the video and then go and dump all the data off my phone, only because I don't know why this phone does that. I have a memory card in here that's supposed to hold a lot of space on here, but I'm guessing because of formatting issues, it does kind of what it wants. And I have been putting a lot of data on here, and for whatever reason, if you know how to stop this, please tell me. I play video games on my phone, so all the people that have avatars, I upload random pictures from those people on my computer. And I'm like, who is this guy? Who is this lady? Why is there a picture of Kermit the Frog doing this? Or why is there a picture of this person doing that? And it's because it's avatars from my friends, if you will, from the game. And I love this. Like, this bead is so beautiful. And I do need a variety of colors, only because the charms are all different. And so I just like to kind of play around with them and make sure that it's something cute, funky. I don't want it to be matchy, asymmetrical. I mean, I want it to be fun. I want it to look whimsical, and I am not always very good at whimsical. Which is another story in itself. I think that I'm quite plain Jane when it comes to a lot of things that I do, and I'm totally okay with that. Totally okay with that. I like this little crackled bead. I was going to use my crackle glass beads to make this, but I chose not to. I don't know. That's definitely a boo-boo charm if I think it's too crackled. I know some people make crackle beads. They put them in the oven and let them crack. I'm always afraid of doing that. Like someone made, I think it was the Messy Mom's Life. She did her DIY of enamel dots, flat enamel dots, and I was like, how's the smell? Like, I'm always concerned about the smell and the toxicity levels of the plastic that we use, because you know some of the stuff that we use is not FDA approved, and I'm not even sure if being FDA approved anymore is something valid or valuable in this day and age when anyone can be bought. This would have been cute, right? I broke it. Too many twists. So let's try that again. And now that it's smaller and shorter, we'll do a different technique. I just didn't want to waste it. And I got my wish, I guess. Crafty Cat Incorporated makes jewelry. You've been exposed, ma'am. I'm calling you out. And I hope that she makes a video, because you know, I've watched people do this part already a million times and I still can't make good loops. So I hope you will do me a solid and make a slow tutorial for me. And it's still not gonna work. I mean, I've watched professionals do it. See, this bead broke. But I could use this bead on a project. So let's just pause the camera. Okay, so if you have beads that you're going to be using and you want to shorten it, always cut it off. Don't just continue to twirl it over. 2 twirls, in my opinion, 2 loops is plenty. I'm not going to go out and play soccer or volleyball or any contact sports with the jewelry on. It's going to just be wear for a few hours and take it off. So it's not, you know, the jewelry is meant to be worn not all day, especially if you're going to be playing contact sports, which I'm not a contact sport player, but I'm just saying, whenever you wear jewelry, and that's in any instance, handmade jewelry, store-bought jewelry, you have to be careful with your property. So I'm just going to pop those over there, and I have 3, and I think I said I want to make 21. Yep, that is going to be crazy. So I hope you all are enjoying these videos, these random crazy let's make videos, because I do really enjoy making them. Just gotta remember to stay in frame. It is starting to rain here in Mississippi. What is this? Aqua turquoise? It's very strong. It's a very strong color, which is a-okay with me. I don't know if I'm going to put that to the side. I don't think I want to mix acrylic and glass with wood. But I do have a project that I could use it for, so I will just pop it to the side and keep going. So this is totally random. And I think I'm gonna put a big bead on here, only because I want to put more on there, but I don't want it to be a super long. So if I have this on here and it's dangling, like, that's probably a bit too long. So no more than 3 or 4 beads. Of course you can make your bracelet necklace, piece of jewelry, however long you want it to be. But I do want it to be functional, functionally wearable, not just look at what I made and not be able to wear it. And the wider you go from here to here, so this is small, and they have a smaller one I really want to get. You can definitely make it more tiny or bigger. You can go from here on the way up. And since I have a hard time making my loops anyway, I just tend to stop at the bottom, start at the bottom and stay there, so that it's functional. It's there. I am super happy today. I've been able to craft, not all day, but a good part of the day, which I think is really good for me right now because I'm in a very stressful predicament, and crafting definitely saves somebody's life. I'm not sure if it's saving always mine or my adversaries, but it's definitely helpful for me to craft on a daily basis. And with Crata, that definitely helps out. But I promise you all, after Crata, I am going to take a break. I don't think I'll be coming on a lot after Crata to make videos as much as I've been making them lately, only because I do need some time for myself to do some things, some personal things that I have neglected for myself. And I'm totally okay with neglecting it for myself, but you know, you can't always do that. You got to take care of yourself before you do anything else. If you've ever been in a plane, you know that's what they tell you. Put your put your mask on first, your oxygen mask on first before the person sitting next to you, before you put his or her mask on. Because if you don't have yourself, you can't take care of anyone else if you're not taking care of yourself. So it's always something to be cognitive of and something to remember. I am going to attempt to make this thing like this. And I think every time I do that, I break it. Again, Crafty Cat Incorporated, you've been called out. And I may need a one-on-one session. So if you have time for a crooked crafter like myself, you know, let's have craft lunch. That's not too bad, huh? So I'm going to stop the video here because I know that I'm going to start rambling on, and I'll be rambling for nothing because the video will just stop. I want to say thank you all for watching. Thank you so much for the love and support that you give to me every time I create something. Thank you for coming on to my live streams when I do live stream. All the wackiness that goes on. And I promise I'll try to get better at understanding your instructions through text message or through message altogether. Until next time, happy crafting.